put my ex on blast after finding out he was sleeping with 40+ women. I had mentioned my story in messages and was urged to post the rest of the story. Buckle up. This all happened many years ago. Now, I, then 30 female, had just left my abusive ex-husband. I had connected with this guy, same age, on social media. He mentioned that we had gone to the same school when we were kids. He remembered me. However, I had no idea who he was, knowing nothing about this man other than the fact he was drop-dead gorgeous. Tattoos, bodybuilder type, and he was interested in me. I looked him up in our yearbook, and let me tell you, I was shocked at the transformation from his school days. He looked amazing. He was gentle, protective, sweet, and was perfect in my eyes. We quickly fell for each other within a very short time. This was all long distance. He made the move, cross-country, to come live with me all in a few short weeks. Stupid, I know, looking back, this was clearly my rebound relationship. Fast forward a couple months. We are in love, fixing up our new place. 2 doors down, the neighbors came out and introduced themselves. I'll call them B, 29 female, and Rob, 32 male. We were all so happy to learn that we were all about the same ages and so close. The 4 of us quickly became friends, to the point of B becoming my best friend. Over the year, we had keys to each other's homes. We had dinner together 4 out of 7 nights and would often combine groceries to make us all a meal. We were accepted as family to her parents as well. It was such a wholesome friendship, and I loved everything about it. Even stood and cried at their wedding, tears of joy when they said, "I do." Such a lovely day. LOL. One night, I'm sitting on the couch and my boyfriend was in the kitchen. The kitchen had a clear view outside to our front door. All of a sudden, there is the loudest screaming profanities and pounding on our front door. I honestly thought someone was trying to break in. My boyfriend's face went pure fang white, and he said, "Do not open that door." It was Rob. I looked at my boyfriend and he looked like he was going to pass the F out. I yelled, "What the hell is going on here?" My boyfriend looked at me, took his shirt off and said, "Well, I guess this is happening now. I'm sorry." He opens the door and Rob punches my boyfriend square and screams, "How long have you been fucking my wife?" Apparently, B had come clean in marriage counseling. What the fuck? I literally dropped to my knees and said to my boyfriend through tears, "Please tell me this is not true." Then I looked past Rob, and B was standing there. I saw red. This betrayal I gave a key to my home to was screwing my boyfriend. Rob and my boyfriend were now throwing punches in the driveway. Neighbors were coming out. Rob was screaming at the top of his lungs, letting everyone know that my boyfriend was screwing his wife. B had the audacity to try to step foot in my home to talk. I'm sorry, what? I gave her one warning that if she stepped 1 foot into my home, I was going to remove her. This bold betrayal stepped her slutty foot in my doorway, and I punched her in the face. First time I'd hit anyone bare-fisted. It effing hurt. NGL. The cops were called and she tried to press charges against me. LMFAO. It didn't work. Come to find out, B and my boyfriend had been hooking up on the regular after of the 4 of us meeting each other. This lovely family that I thought we had turned out to be more than Rob and I bargained for. I was so stupid, I ignored all the red flags. I nearly threw up remembering a night before B and Rob's wedding, where B and I got drunk together, and she just kept crying, saying that she was a horrible friend to me. I had no idea what she was talking about, of course, but I kept reassuring her that she was a great friend, or how B and my boyfriend used to call each other Big Brother and little sister, like they had a relationship like siblings. Hindsight is 20/20 for sure. Needless to say, everything was over. My relationship and my friendship. On to my revenge. Looking back, my ex-boyfriend was always so secretive with his phone. So, petty me wanted to see what else he was hiding. This man would constantly be on this one social media platform. I quickly found out that his password was the same password he set up for our Wi-Fi dummer. I logged in, and I was absolutely horrified. This bloke had over 40+ women he had been keeping relationships with and screwing over the past year. I carefully read through hours of messages. Here's my take. He had a single mum girlfriend that was 10 minutes from my home, that he met at the gym. Her 18-year-old daughter was a contact as well, and he was shooting his shot with her as well. 6 of the women were at the I love you stage. 2 were hoping for a ring, and at some point or another, he had slept with them all. Except the 18-year-old. He was still trying with her. And the icing on the cake, none of them knew about each other, including my ex-best friend B. B had told Rob that my boyfriend was going to marry her. A lot of you are probably going to ask how he had time for all this. He would often go on motorcycle rides for hours, go to the gym for hours, and go shooting with guys from the gym. I know now, all lies. So, I put my story together and gave every detail and date. I screenshotted all the women he was talking to, and screwing and messaged every single one. I even included our picture when he told me he was telling his uncle, I found the one I'm going to marry. I put him on blast. The messages I was receiving back were incredibly sad and humorous at the same time. We were all getting played for a fool. I got a few friends out of it, and they shared some of the messages that my ex was being flooded with. We had a good laugh. A few hours after I put him on blast, he texted me saying, "What the hell did you do?" All I wrote back was, "Calm as a bit, isn't it?" He had to change his number, and he was getting not so nice threats. Like I said, this has been many years now, but it absolutely amazes me that I have had to block him 3 more times over the years. He tracks me down and literally sent me a text 5 years later saying I'm the one that got away. He's still trying. It's pathetic. Edit. Removed initials for names. My apologies for missing the rule.